Now, we've been looking for some of the most powerful devices from Formuler, and this one has got to be, I would even say by far, the most powerful 4K Ultra HD, the Formuler GTV. And I got to tell you guys, this thing is insane. It's really good, and it's one of its kind from Formuler. Check them out in the description below. I do have a link on how you guys could get some of this stuff, so make sure you guys do check the links, and that way you guys could get hooked up with some of the latest and greatest stuff. Also, I have a few of these in stock, so if anybody is interested in, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com, and I always try to hook you guys up with the latest and greatest. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this guy on and plug it in. Now, the one thing I will say is the remote that they have is actually pretty good. Some people don't like it because it does have a lot of buttons. So you do have your voice assistant, which I find it to not work. I do have your TV programs to your TV, then your device, all the numbers, all these buttons right here, the colored ones, you could color code these to different apps. So let's just say you want to do Amazon, you want to do Hulu, you want to do Disney, you want to do Netflix. You could program them however. Here you'll have your guide and all that stuff, and then you could do record, and then more buttons here to program. So very, very good here. And again, it just works great. So let's move over here to the device itself and see exactly why it's so powerful. Now, with the remote, it does have the IR thing in there. That way you guys can move it up and down. I do have to move it, like you do have to point towards it for this remote to work, and I don't have that IR receiver. If I do point somewhere else, you can see it is working pretty decent. Sometimes it doesn't pick it up, but it again just depends where it's at. The box does not have a clock. It just has a little I don't know, I guess a little light that you guys could see. So there it is right there. You know, nothing crazy fancy. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. But this is one of the things that everybody's excited about. It looks like the NVIDIA Shield. It has Android TV. Now, from here, it's really good. I personally don't like all the recommendation stuff that it has here, but it is what it is. If I go to customize stuff, I could add more things on here if I'd like. So it's not bad. Now, the one thing I do like to look at is what is the guts within the device. So right now, this device is 16 gigs. And again, I don't like to compare device to other device. So I know people say like, wow, it looks like the Shield and it has a lot of power, and it really does. Shielded is its own little league right there, and Formular's in its own little league. They're on different areas, but Formular is very, very powerful. Check this out. 16 gigs of internal memory is what you get, but after all the system apps and stuff, you're left with 11 gigs, which is really, really good. 2 gigs of RAM, which is great also. It is using the M-Logic chipset, so as you can see there, Formular. Now, the manufacturer is Changhong, so never heard of that. There you go. And it is running a quad-core ARM Cortex A53 at 64-bit, which is pretty good. My capture card is at 1920, and it's reading 1920 by 1080 with a GPU Mali rendering of Mali G31. So pretty good. Now, the one thing I always look at, which is very, very important, is how do we know this is 4K? So codecs, when it comes to audio, it has everything. Look at this one, DTS HD. There is your high definition surround sound. DTS is some great stuff there. You're going to have your Opus, your Raw, Vorbis, AMLA, MLA, FLAC. Everything is good. Now, this is what you're looking for. H.264 decoder runs 4K and can push at the 8K. 263 is more for your high def, which is pretty good also, but 264 is the one that you're looking for. Great stuff. And you got your M-Logic AVS decoder, awesome, and AVS2 decoder, awesome. Great stuff. Everything here that you get is what you need for 4K. Like all the stuff here, VP8, VP9, WMV123, MSWMV3, you have, again, everything that you're going to ever need to run your 4K stuff. Now, the one thing I like to do is I really do like to test out YouTube. with YouTube, I could actually open it up and then just do a quick search on just my channel to see if I have anything 4K. So look at this one. Breaking news, it's over, it's canceled. Dolby or DTS, what's the difference? That's actually a very, very good video. So I'm gonna click on this and I'm gonna let it run. Right there, it looked like it actually flipped over to 4K and everything looks really, really good. Now we're gonna come here to more and we're gonna go to quality, and the option is auto 4K. So there it is, 4K. It's picking it up right away. You got 1440, which is going to be a solid 2K, and then 1080p, 720, and so on and so on. But it did read the 4K quality. Now look at that hairdo. That's what happens when your barber goes on vacation. Your hair goes Johnny Bravo. So very good stuff there. I didn't want to show too much. Obviously, it's everything works really good on this thing, and everything is here for you guys to mess with. So the quality on that is great. YouTube typically reads whatever's the best quality and it gives it to you, and that one picked up as 4K, which is awesome. All the codec shows that it's going to be 4K. Again, the remote feels it feels like your standard remote, and it even has a little bevel right here that it feels, again, just comfortable. You just put on your hand, just feels very, very comfortable. So the one and only thing I haven't been able to play with yet is the Google Assist, and I kind of want to see if they fix that issue. So searching for accessories before pairing. So it looks like it's trying to pair something when I hit that Google Assist, which it is what it is. It says it's voice command, but that's the one and only thing that I haven't found to work yet. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested, again, I do have 2 devices that I try to get rid of pretty quick. Shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. As always, check the description below. I have a good website that you guys could look at, a good group, and an email. That way you guys could hit them up and say, hey, I love my Formuler. Get me a Formuler device. Hook me up. So check it out. As always, you guys take care of each other. Tell them Rohas sent you. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.